So hi everybody, Pause and Joy with Patty. We're going to go through the first precept. This is part 2 of Just for Today, Do Not Worry. Worry not. And there's different aspects to worry. The one I hear a lot of is I worry that I'm wasting time. And if that's a continuous mantra whereby there's no inquiry of what that is behind that or in the underbelly of that, it can be a shield. Well, I just feel like I'm wasting time, you know? That's what I feel. I feel like I'm wasting time. And it's just a statement. But if you do have that and you feel, and it can be in different genres, and we'll go through some of them, you can say, okay, if this is bubbling up from my subconscious of, I worry I'm wasting time. Where do I know or feel that I'm wasting time? And how can I change it? Where do I know I'm wasting time? Where's the micro of that? Where's the micro energy of that pointing? And that could be being too long on social media, scrolling, wasting time being on social media. The micro that can turn into the macro, obviously, because it can take up your whole days and weeks. And then there's the macro of I feel I'm wasting time in this job that I've been in for 20 years or this profession. And it just feels like a big waste of time for me, you know? And that can be, you're seeing that a lot in teaching. Teachers are leaving the profession and for many reasons. But to them, it's sometimes they want to reclaim their time. So as we talk about, I worry I'm wasting time, there is a macro and there is a micro. And just asking yourself in an inquiring kind of way, where is that? Where is that showing up for me? And is there something I can do about it? Is there something I can do about this mantra of I worry I'm wasting time? Because if we don't inquire, that I worry that I'm wasting time just becomes a delayed shield not to look where I'm wasting time. Because sometimes we don't want to look. And we'll kind of get into that a little bit more. So if it's the scrolling through social media, maybe change that. Maybe you feel like you're wasting time doing errands, you know, and housekeeping, I don't know. And you are like, well, if you're a small business owner, you might be like, well, I need to get someone in to do that because I need to focus on the business. And that's that balance. Yeah, that's the micro and the macro. Having an idea of what those things are, and then asking yourself, like, you know, is it at work that I feel like I'm wasting time? I worry I'm wasting time. Maybe you feel that you are overlooked for promotions and it just feels like a big waste of time you being there. You know, you're putting a lot of work in, but you're not getting any kind of credit or recognition. And sometimes you have to negotiate that with yourself. Is this the culture of the business? you know, going down this road with HR, or if there is an HR, some businesses don't have that, of actually speaking up, because some people are petty. And, or you might fear retaliation. So then is it worth it? Is it worth it, or is it time to invest in looking for another job or starting that business that you want to start? So I worry I'm wasting time is what we're talking about. I hear it a lot. And rather than negate it, actually embrace it and say, where is that happening? Where is that happening in my life? And how can I change it? Now, if it goes into relationships, and that could be with friends, that could be with partners, I worry that I'm wasting time investing in my time into this. And I just don't feel appreciated, or I just don't feel that it's going anywhere. You know, maybe you've been in a relationship a long time, and I don't know, maybe you want to get engaged, maybe you want to settle down, get married, have children. And it is a negotiation, but I know there's a lot of people who are doing, especially young people, they're doing these reviews, which I think is amazing. They're doing these quarterly reviews in their relationship, if it's a new relationship, to get to know the person better. Or if it's a relationship you've been in a long time, maybe a 6-month review of, this is what I really love when you do this. Because we don't often hear that, right? When you're in a relationship, I like when you do this. I think it's amazing, and I really would love for you to do more of it, whatever it is. And also being able to inform the person, you know, I would like to do this. Is that something that, you know, you're comfortable with? Or I would really kind of like less of this. And that person might be like, wow, this is incredible. This is amazing. This is kind of, you know, giving me the feedback rather than kind of like the guessing game. Are they liking this? Are they not liking this? And then there are, if you're in a long-term relationship and you fear, you know, and worried that you're wasting time, and you kind of fear that you worry that you'll be mocked by saying anything. You worry that you really won't land well or be received well. You then have to ask yourself, am I in a healthy relationship? Or is that the worry? I worry that I'm not in a healthy relationship. And that's something that you can discuss and read books on, or go to mediation, or work on it together. But I would say 5 years ago, pre-COVID, I think people could get away with it. I think now people are, it's a lot of effort and a lot of energetic leakage trying to make something work that isn't, or there's fear in the relationship and you worry that you're wasting time. So that's something that you have to consider, and depending on the person and depending on if you're just coming to the end of something and saying, okay, we've had a good run. Because that can be hard. And are you feeling you're wasting time on the planet? Some people feel that they're wasting time on the planet because they're feeling like they are in a job that's not fulfilling. and or meaningful. And I think when you're in your 20s and your 30s, you can kind of get away with not feeling that fulfillment or meaningfulness. But in the long haul, if you're choosing a where you're going to invest your energy in the long term, it's usually advisable that you enjoy what you're doing and there's growth there, and that there's a feeling of fulfillment and meaningfulness, because in the long game, that is what's going to sustain the energy and the gravity of what you're doing. If you are, and that's why they say, choose something that's your passion or you enjoy, because, if you're going to really invest in it over a long period of time, and that is self-mastery of what you're doing, you really need to kind of enjoy that. And if you're feeling that you're not in that, but you like what you're doing, but there's just something else, just sitting with, what is this something else? I wonder what the something else is, because it might be just another branch of something, or an area of expertise that you hadn't thought of. So just kind of calling that in by asking the question. If you feel that you are worrying that you're wasting time on the planet, I think you really need to speak to someone, or you need to reach out to someone, because that's taking you into a place that's unhealthy, and it can fester, and it can build into despair and into suicidal thoughts. So, we have different degrees of worry, and worry can be very informative if we sit with, and sometimes it can be a little bit of a bitter pill of, I'm not feeling this anymore. I was worried I'm wasting time in this job, or in this team, or in this startup, and it's just not for me. But I would rather that you worried about that and then realize, because maybe it's not, and then saying, okay, maybe it's not. Let's negotiate and see if there's a change or shift or anything that I can review or discuss with someone, because it might be time to either start your own business or time to launch something of your own. And it's worry can really kind of get you into a place that, if you constantly are worried but you're not asking these questions, it can be really much used as a shield to not inquire, because I'm just worried, right? I'm just worried. So, use it as an energetic feedback for yourself, and sit with it. Sometimes, in a job, when you're worried that this is not a company for you, and you feel bored, and you speak to, whoever it is that is your director, boss, whatever the terminology is, and they say, we were kind of wondering whether you'd be interested in this. So sometimes your worry can be really justified if you get the feedback what that is. So thank you so much. I will post this. And is there anything else that you all want to add about worry? Okay, Archie. Let's thank you for today. I just wanted to hop on and give you some food for thought, especially before the solar eclipse. Yes, that's what that energy is. In case you were just feeling worried and not knowing why you were feeling worried, just maybe chill through this week. So yeah, just some things that I was percolating with the other day, and I was like, oh, today's a good day to come on and discuss it. But thank you, everyone. Good to see you all. Good to see you, Amplified Yoga. I'll have to come to your class again soon. You have to check him out. He's amazing. I love Violetta. Hey, Erin. So good to see you. Thank you for joining the live. Take care. Bye.